Anyways, Tekashi 69, who is a Mexican rapper who was actually facing a lot of prison time. He's known in the rap world, and I'm going to educate y'all if you don't know who this is. He was labeled in the rap world as a snitch because he snitched. He turned in, I think they were Bloods. He turned in a bunch of Bloods and testified against them to get out of prison time. And he got his ass stomped. It's not great. It's not great. So I think we can see some of these videos. They're not horrible, but Tekashi 69 brutally attacked in Florida gym. Now this happened last week, so this is kind of old news, but there's been some updates. A video has surfaced showing a portion of the attack. You see one man continuously hitting Tekashi while the rapper does his best to defend his face. And here's that. We can watch a little bit.
That's how they supposed to treat you. Bitch ass.
Damn. That probably was his broken ribs right there.
Go ahead.
Take a picture.
Go ahead.
Take a picture. I want to be famous now.
I am.
Yo, this is Jump 6'9", bro. Yo, homie, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm a fan, bro. No, I'm a fan. I'm just saying, bro. I'm a fan, bro. I know. I ain't jumpy, bro. I'm just like. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I'm sure he was humiliated. 6ix9ine was savagely beaten by a group of men inside a South Florida gym. With injuries so bad, the controversial rapper was rushed to the hospital by ambulance. The attorney for 6ix9ine says that the rapper was inside the sauna Tuesday. Well, that's a shitty way to have a sauna, I'll tell you that. Was inside the sauna Tuesday at an LA Fitness. NLA Fitness? Is that right? Or a LA Fitness? NLA Fitness? I thought it was... Anyways, these newspapers be having all kinds of... Like, I'm a dipshit when it comes to grammar, but sometimes I'll just be reading these newspapers. I was like, I even know that's improper grammar. The rapper was at NLA Fitness when all of a sudden he was attacked by several guys without warning. His lawyer says that 6ix9ine tried to fight him. He doesn't look like he tried very hard, I'll tell you that. He tried to fight off the combatants, but there were too many of them beating him to a pulp before fleeing. His lawyer says he did not have security with him at the time of the attack. Gym staff heard the commotion and immediately notified the manager, police, and EMS. EMS were called to the scene, and he was transported to the hospital by ambulance. We've obtained photo of Tekashi from the hospital where you can see the damage to his face with gashes and swelling. The next step, says his lawyer says, is he plans to call the feds to make sure 6ix9ine gets the protection he clearly needs. Remember, he was granted early release from federal prison after cooperating with authorities to land several of his gang member cohorts behind bars. And here's that now. Look, no ankle monitor. 6ix9ine is enjoying the first taste of freedom, and this is from August 1st, 2020. So this is during the pandemic. 6ix9ine is enjoying his first taste of freedom in about 21 months. His home confinement and GPS monitor days are officially ending. The rapper's attorney tells TMZ Tekashi's federal probation officer is going to the rapper's home Saturday to remove his ankle monitor. We're told 6ix9ine will also be provided a schedule for when he needs to check with his PO during his 5 years of supervised release. So he's still technically on supervised release. It's a monumentous occasion for Tekashi. Remember, the rapper turned state witness, aka snitch, proudly showed off his ankle monitor when he dropped his first music video following his prison stunt. While 6ix9ine can leave his house, he's not exactly free to move to another country, as they say. The lawyer says he will need to get permission from his PO whenever he wants to leave the state or the country, including when he travels for a performance or recording session. No business trips exceptions. Here he is covered in hundreds as like a, I don't know what that is, like a suit or something. And then he's trying to lick his own toe. I don't know what's going on with that. But that's his arrest sentence. And there's his ankle bracelet. The good news for 6ix9ine is as long as he's within the New York State borders, we're told that he doesn't have to check in with his PO for every little thing he does. So considering that he's been locked up since November 2018, this is pretty damn close to his life before prison. Wisely, we're told that he's not going hog wild. He's got nothing special on the calendar other than hitting the studio and making music. Tekashi still has to perform 300 hours of community service, which who knows what he actually did. Here's his mugshot. So gangster. I'm pretty sure it was Bloods. Let's read more. I forgot what the situation was. It's been a while. Prosecutors asked judge, go easy on him. He's a great snitch. Shut the fuck up. 6ix9ine deserves a much lighter sentence due to his cooperation, aka snitching, according to federal prosecutors who are officially asking the judge for leniency. In legal docs obtained, the U.S. attorney in the Southern District of New York lays out the reasons for reduced sentence for the rapper. They say his assistance has incredibly significant and extremely useful, or was incredibly significant and extremely useful in prosecuting the convicting two members of the 9 Trey Bloods. Even the feds acknowledged Tekashi's testimony in open court put a target on his back and endangered his family. In the docs, prosecutors say there's no question that the defendant's life will never be the same because of his cooperation in this case. They added he and his family will need extra safety precautions at all times to avoid a revenge attack. Which that leads us back to the South Florida incident. The feds say that 6ix9ine walked them through his social media posts to provide context for the criminal actions of the gang, which they say the defendants Anthony Harv Ellison and Alger Maya Mack claimed was all a hoax to promote Tekashi's music. They say his testimony convinced the jury otherwise. As we report, Tekashi copped a plea deal and after pleading guilty to racketeering, firearm offenses, conspiracy, narcotics trafficking, and other crimes, 6ix9ine agreed to be cooperating witness, and without that would be facing a mandatory minimum sentence of 47 fucking years. See, and that's the thing, man. These hoes ain't loyal. That's why you just gotta stay the fuck out of the drug game. Just stay out of that shit, man. I know everybody here knows that, but anybody listening, just don't fuck with it. It's just stupid. Ultimately, the sentence will be up to the judge. What I want to know, I want to go a little bit deeper. What is this? Ex-fellow gang member guilty of kidnapping. Jesus. Looks like Tekashi 6ix9ine singing from a canary cage actually paid off because jury just handed out a bunch of guilty verdicts, including for kidnapping. The jury reached its decision Thursday, and this is from 2019, October 2019. The jury reached its decision Thursday in a New York City courtroom and found Anthony Harv Ellison guilty of kidnapping in aid of racketeering. He was also found guilty of racketeering, conspiracy, and maiming and assault with a dangerous weapon in aid of racketeering. God damn. Nuke was found guilty of racketeering, conspiracy, and narcotics trafficking. Ellison was found not guilty of assault with a dangerous weapon in aid of racketeering. The jury did not reach a verdict on the firearms offenses charge because Ellison was found not guilty of the dangerous weapon charge. This is him in the hospital. He's probably got his ass beat several times. He's probably used to it. You'll recall Ellison was accused of kidnapping and beating Tekashi in the summer of 2018. As we reported, Tekashi's multi-day testimony last week directly ID'd Mack and Ellison as the culprits, and he also spilled a lot more tea about them, their Trey 9 Blood criminal enterprise, and even ID'd other entertainers as alleged Bloods. Damn. As for Tekashi's abduction and subsequent ransom, the rapper testified that Ellison orchestrated the scheme for revenge after the relationship turned sour. Dashcam footage played in court appeared to show Ellison put him out of his own SUV, demanding money and cooperation, according to the prosecutor. Oh, well, we gotta watch this.
Hello. You have reached.
Fuck.
Run it, nigga. Give me everything, nigga. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get in the car.
Damn.
Get in the car, nigga. Get in the car, nigga.
Chill. Where your man at?
Pull it back.
Give me your money. Where your money at? Where your money at? Get in the car. Get in the car. All right, get in the car. We gonna shoot you.
No, you just get in the car. Get in the car.
So Hernandez is Tekashi, by the way. If you're watching and reading it.
Open the door.
Let me open it. Get in here.
Get in the car. Get in the car.
He knows who it is. He'll give you everything, Harv.
Get the fuck in here. Ain't nobody in here. Ain't nobody in here.
Why you doing all that, man? About what? About what? About what? Why you ain't holler at me? What you need, shawty, man? Give me the book. So why ain't got your number?
Because I asked for your number, they told me to change your number. I put it on my love, bro. I put it on my daughter's life, bro.
Bugging on, son.
Oh, you know I gave you
Bugging,
25K.
son.
I've always been right by you.
Yeah, but why you do me like that, bro?
I've always been put money in your pocket, bro. I'm scared, bro. I don't know if you feel like, yo, extortion this.
Where the fuck is everything, man?
I'm on the car.
Get in the car with us, man. Bye. Give me the phone. Give me the phone. Get out of
You
here.
gonna talk to him. You gonna talk to him.
Go
You gonna talk to
in the
him.
car.
Right. Get in the car. Get in the car. Get in the car. Wait. I have to make sure everything good, man. We're gonna talk to him. That's it, man.
Oh, they made proper lighting too. Isn't that nice? They turn on the light inside. So if you're listening, this is Tekashi's in the passenger side, and the two guys they testified against came up on him with presumably with a firearm, and now they're trying to get in the car to have a conversation. Interesting. The driver is just adjusting the mirror.
El sistema OnStar no está activado. Para activar su servicio,
His
presione el
OnStar is in
botón azul de
Spanish.
OnStar ahora o llame al 1-888-4
Ocho. The hell?
Conectando con OnStar. Esta llamada puede ser registrada para control
This
de
call
calidad.
is being recorded for quality control. There's a guy limping in front of the car now.
Su llamada OnStar ha terminado. Adiós.
He just hung up. So what's going on? They're driving. Damn, they're driving pretty fast through a little residential.
Hello. Necesito que llame
Good
a la
morning.
policía. Acaban de secuestrar
I need to
a mi
call the
hermano.
police. My brother has just been kidnapped.
Por favor.
Ok, señor, estaré contactando.
I'll be contacting 911. Your name?
Nombre.
Rivera Jorge.
Rivera Jorge. So this is apparently his brother. It looks like those two guys took Tekashi, and this is the kidnapping.
Te pongo una breve espera, te doy para el link, okay?
This dude's just blowing red lights too. Not giving a fuck. Beep.
Gracias por esperar.
Thank you for your patience. Be assured that our team works quickly to assist you. Not quick enough. Hey, Cathosaurus. Good to see you. I hope you're well. We're just, we're just watching some gangster shit. Some gangster shit. So where is he going? He still got him on hold. He called 911. They got his ass on hold for all that time.
Tekashi 69?
Señor, tengo el operador en
Sir, I have the 911 operator on the line with us.
la línea con nosotros.
Gracias.
I am muddling through this 69. Yeah, this is Tekashi 69.
¿Usted se comunica únicamente en español?
Sí.
Alright, he's on the
They
line
just
with us.
kidnapped 69.
Alright.
Tekashi 69? They just kidnapped me from my car. Tekashi 69, you know Tekashi 69, the rapper, the singer? Yeah, they just kidnapped it. We get pulled over, right, by two guys with guns, and they just take it off from the car.
Take him?
Yes.
Where this happen?
Yes, right here on the
With this hop on.
corner. I tried to keep going, but they when I got too close to him to take the play, the guy come on and tried to shoot me, so I back it up and I came this way.
Okay, show me where it happened. Back, turn around.
Oh, that's the cop. He's talking to the cop.
Señor, ¿ya hay policías en la escena?
Sí, encontré uno aquí parado.
Okay, there's already police.
All right, so he was driving around. He found a cop, and he started talking to the cop in his car, in his cop truck or whatever, the SUV.
What's the location? I have 1305 Bedford Avenue in New York, New York. Bedford Avenue, what street is it on? I mean, what's the address?
Okay, so that was him getting actually kidnapped. That's fucked up. Other surveillance footage obtained by the feds, which shows that they say is Tekashi's then girlfriend's handing over a bag of money and jewelry. Goddamn. And so this is somebody's street cam or maybe a ring. Dang, his girlfriend had to get involved and give him over some stuff. We're watching them run up the stoop, grab a bag of money from Tekashi's girl, and then walk off. Now it's a little bit closer. That's crazy. Tekashi also testified that he initially lied about the circumstances of his kidnapping because he was embarrassed, but insists he was in fact hospitalized after being pistol whipped. Looks like the jury bought most of it because they just sealed these guys' fates for a long time. As for Tekashi, the initial 47-year maximum prison sentence is already on its way to getting a lot shorter. Sometimes snitching pays. Hey, what is up, Calogenous repetition? I don't know if I'm saying that right. They really don't like him. No, they don't. Repetition. They do not care for him at all. I want to know what he was doing because I read this case when it was happening. I mean, not when it was happening, but like a little bit after it was happening. So I don't really remember what was even going on. I changed my username. Oh, anachronistic services. Okay. Nice. All right. And man, I still have trouble with that name, but thank you for telling me. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Busted by feds for racketeering, facing life in prison. So this is from November of 2018. Legal docs obtained detail some of the charges Tekashi has been indicted on and why prosecutors want the judge to deny him bail. Prosecutors say in April, Tekashi waited in a car outside of the New York City office building and recorded while his manager and other associates robbed some of Tekashi's rivals. Oof. The incident where shots were fired at Barclays Center is also detailed and describes earlier in the night Tekashi was present while someone from his crew fired multiple shots at another vehicle. Finally, the docs describe an incident in July where Tekashi allegedly ordered a hit on a rival, a move that left one person shot in the foot. Jesus, that's a beaut right there. That thing is nice. And that's all taken apart. There's the spring. That's dope. That's a dope ass gun though. There's also a photo of the gun recovered from Tekashi's Brooklyn home back in September by the feds. AR-15 style rifle. Tekashi will be back. Okay. A courtroom sketch of Tekashi's arraignment has been released, and it looks like he was wearing his rainbow hair and pigtails and rocking a yellow outfit. We'll say this. The artist definitely captured Tekashi's best look better than the Tom Brady drawing did a few years back. Okay, I don't know what that means. Let's see. According to a 17-page indictment obtained by TMZ, Tekashi is facing 6 courts, the most serious, which is discharging a firearm while committing a crime. That counts carries a possible life sentence and a mandatory minimum of 25 fucking years. God damn. His ex-manager, Shadi, is facing the same 6 counts. Prosecutors say the acts of violence were intended to protect the gang's drug biz, retaliate against rival gangs, or promote 9 Trey's rep on the streets, which is the 9 Trey Bloods. Tekashi and his crew conspired to commit a slew of crimes, including drug deals, armed robberies, and shootings, according to the federal indictment. The feds believe Tekashi himself pulled an armed robbery on April 3rd along with his ex-manager Shadi and 2 other members of the 9 Trey Bloods, according to the docs. The indictment also mentions the April 21st shooting incident at Barclays Center in Brooklyn and fingers Fuguan Lovick as the trigger man, which I don't think I'm saying that right. The indictment, first reported by the New York Daily News, lists 17 counts dating back to 2013. Fuck. I don't understand why these rappers find success, but still, like fucking, Jesus, what's his name? His trial's going on right now in Atlanta. Young Thug, man, like Young Slime Gang. Come on, why are you still doing that shit? The feds also say Tekashi and associates were hawking heroin, fentanyl, MDMA, and marijuana all over the United States. Nader Tater, this is for you, buddy. I got you. Look at that AR-15 type thing. Oh my God, Saucy's fucking crying again. Sure, it's over fucking homework. 6ix9ine, his recently fired man. How you doing, buddy? Welcome in. His recently fired manager and 2 other former associates are in federal custody after getting busted on racketeering charges, which almost certainly means the rapper's going to prison. So this is before he even started. Pizza Jams, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Welcome in. I'm just talking gangster shit. Law enforcement sources tell us 6ix9ine was arrested Sunday night by ATF agents in New York City, and the agents also hauled in his ex-manager Shadi at the same time. You'll recall Tekashi had just fired Shadi and much of his management team last week. One of the other suspects arrested for Fahim Walter, a.k.a. Crippy, who got shot a few weeks ago during the altercation with Tekashi's record label head. Jesus. All 4 men are facing racketeering and firearm charges. We're told that the investigation was a joint effort by the ATF, NYPD, and Homeland Security. God damn. Fucking Mexicans, man. They'll just fucking get gangsters. Fuck, yo. Oh, yeah. It's interesting. Tekashi was on the Breakfast Club last week and admitted he only feared two things: God and the FBI. Tekashi was already skating on thin ice, as we reported. The judge who gave him probation in his child sex case. What the fuck, dude? This dude gets worse and worse. Hold on, we're going in deeper, guys. We're going in deeper. Good God. Holy shit, man. Probation and sex case. He says he's Daniel now. Dude, this dude is such a piece of shit. No wonder he got his ass beat. Tekashi 6ix9ine just had a huge break. He's getting off with probation in his child sex case. Tekashi was tight-lipped walking into New York. Okay. The judge gave him 4 years of probation, which is exactly what the rapper's team had requested. The judge gave him credit for 1 year, so he effectively only has 3 years of probation left. He'll also have to perform 1,000 hours of community service and refrain from associating with any gang members to avoid all gang activity. Avoid all gang activity. That part might be difficult. He's repped the Bloods in several music videos. Any new arrest will be deemed a violation, and he could be resentenced, which could mean prison. 6ix9ine pled guilty to one count of use of a child in a sexual performance back in 2015, long before he was famous. In legal documents, Tekashi was at a party in Harlem where a 13-year-old girl was taped engaging in sexual acts with another man, while Tekashi, 18 at the time, stood behind the child, making a thrusting motion with his pelvis and smacking on her buttocks. Fucking gross. Prosecutors say the child is nude in the video. Wow. The rapper's sentence was deferred for 2 years, and if he complied with certain conditions like getting mental health treatment and staying out of trouble, the judge would only give him probation. The problem for Tekashi was he got arrested in Texas and Brooklyn. As we report, Tekashi had later filed a letter with the judge claiming his arrest for assaulting an officer in Brooklyn and attacking a fan in a mall in Houston don't constitute as a violation of his plea deal. Are you kidding me? That's exactly what that fucking is. Tekashi's lawyer argued both arrests happened long before October 2017 deadline on his plea deal, so 6ix9ine should only get 4 years probation and a youthful offenders program. Prosecutors had recommended he get 1 to 3 years of prison time. Score one for Daniel. His rep says Daniel understands what he must do to move forward, and we will. Okay, he didn't. He didn't understand. He did not understand. Gross. God damn, that's gross. So if you're just coming in, if you're just joining us, Tekashi 6ix9ine was brutally beaten in a South Florida gym a few days ago, last week. And if you didn't see the beating, he got his ass beat. He got his ass beat. But what's interesting is that, so why did Tekashi get beat up in Florida? Let's see if anything comes up. Yeah, here it is. So why did 6ix9ine get beat up? What we know after the rapper was drumped. Wow. Rapper Tekashi 6ix9ine was beaten up by a group of men inside of Florida. Yeah, we know that. The musician, 26, sustained injuries and required him to be taken to the hospital in an ambulance. He ended up having a broken rib and some like blood clots in his eye. People in South Florida were called to be transported. Okay. Let's see. He did not have a security team. Gummo hitmaker 6ix9ine was released from jail early due to fears of a chronic asthma of his chronic asthma made him vulnerable to the coronavirus. That's why he got out. Damn, that's tight. The rapper had been serving time after pleading guilty to multiple counts of racketeering and fucking with the 9 Trey Bloods. 6ix9ine was released from prison into home confinement. We know that. I'm pretty sure there was somebody who said that that the people were saying this is how we treat snitches in Florida. I'm pretty sure. I'm just trying to find it in print so I'm not just making shit up. But I'm pretty sure I saw that he was actually jumped by some people, and they were intentionally coming to whoop his ass too, because let's see. Beeline. So these guys were, like, you can see it too in this video here. So look, this guy's on the phone right here. That's homie. He's like, yo, Tekashi's in here. He's making a phone call. Let's fucking show him how we treat fucking snitches. And then here comes the homie. Opens the door for him. There it is. Here comes dude. Looks like his twin brother. Here they go, and they're smiling. They go right to the gym, right into the look at him. They come around. Look, he's checking his knuckles like, oh yeah, baby. I'm about to fuck somebody up today. I can't tell if that's beards or if those are masks. I think those are beards. I don't know. So those guys made a beeline right to. Apparently, he was in the sauna. That would suck to be saunaed, and that's what they did to his face. They fucked him up good. But I'm pretty sure. Let me see. Let's read through this. I think this is the article that they beelined it to the sauna. The attackers did. So the men allegedly involved in the brutal beatdown appear to have had a plan in place to get the rapper, as evidence in new surveillance footage from the gym. Check out the video obtained by TMZ. Okay, thank you. Showing one man already inside the South Florida gym of LA Fitness location, chatting on his cell phone. The man approaches the front door to the gym and let him in, and they go to the restroom. It certainly looks like the two men were on some sort of plan, but it's still unclear if they knew Tekashi was going to be at the gym all along, or if one man possibly saw 6ix9ine. Oh, definitely one dude was like, 6ix9ine's here, and then the dude was like, let's go. Tekashi was yeah. Video inside, yeah. Okay, so that's not where I read it. So Tekashi's kind of responded, and he's saying that I don't need security and I'm staying put. Can't scare me off. Well, maybe you should be scared off, bro. Like, you really got fucked up. 6ix9ine should get the hell out of Dodge, or at least up his security after his brutal gym beatdown. That's what most people think, but we've learned that ain't the case. Sources close to Tekashi tell TMZ he's actually going out in public without his hired muscles pretty regularly over the last year without issue. We're told he's not about to let one incident change the way he lives. He wants to continue to live as normal a life as possible, and is chalking up the gym beatdown as an outlier. Yeah, I don't know about that. What's more, Tekashi has no plans on leaving South Florida despite the attackers saying snitches weren't welcome in the neighborhood. There you go. There it is. So the guys were like going after him because he's a snitch, and I mean, he is, but he was probably trying to save his own ass, and then once those guys kidnapped him out of his truck, he was probably just like, fuck you. I'm turning on y'all. These hoes ain't loyal. No honor amongst thieves. Tekashi was sent to the hospital after he was pummeled, and we know all that. And here's the best part, though. Here's the funniest part about this whole thing. 6ix9ine's baby mama, gym beating embarrassing for their daughter. all of that is like, man, this shit's embarrassing. Which it is. Listen, I've never been like this level of just obnoxious belligerency. Belligerence? I don't know if belligerency is a word. But he is definitely, I was definitely been out there drunk. I mean, and he was wasted the other night at a baseball game too. I mean, this dude is just out there fucking doing the most. 6ix9ine's baby mama says he didn't just embarrass himself by getting jumped at the gym. He embarrassed his daughter too. Look, it's not his fault he got jumped, although one could posit the argument that by snitching, that is inviting these random beatings. I don't even know if it was random either. Sarah Molina, through her rep, said Tekashi's very public altercations have been sad to see, adding their 7-year-old daughter, Reina, I don't know how to say that, will eventually see the way he's acted when he grows up. Yeah, for sure. Although he did nothing wrong when he was beaten at the LA Fitness, Sarah believes he was reckless by not having security, especially given his history of public altercations. Oh yeah, this is him all wasted at the baseball game. She also points out he was recently kicked out of the World Baseball Classic because he was heavily intoxicated. This video is kind of funny. Look, he gets up. He's like, yeah, baby, Mexico. He falls into the net. He can't even stand up. He's holding himself up with the guard net. Here he is, falling over his friends. They have to keep him from falling. He has a Mexican flag draped around him. He's getting confrontational with security. He's yanking away from them as they're trying to get him out. And then he waves the Mexican flag around like that's gonna do. Like he's yelling. There's kids. There's families around. He's acting a fool. And there he goes. And then the band's playing in the background. I love that shit. They're like Puerto Rico, bitch. A fan was holding up a Puerto Rico flag at him because he had a Mexico. It was the Puerto Rico versus Mexico baseball classic. That is sad. It is a sad affair, man. But these shitty choices that we make as kids can really haunt us as time goes on. There's still shitty choices that I made when I was young that still, I mean, they don't haunt me like that. They bother me. I made some dumb choices in my time. And he was a young man who was involved in some shit. Probably grew up in poverty, you know, just making his way. He got some shit. I'm Lurk. Thank you for working, buddy. Appreciate you, Pizza Jams. Anyways, that was that.